how'd you get here?
Daddy's back with the milk, and he is here to provide. We're back into Sonic Frontiers. I got all that stuff done off camera for the second act with the S rank and the whatever. I feel like doing that is kind of a rite of passage for this game, right? Because that second cyberspace stage level is on a league of its own. Getting a good time on everything else, like they overtuned the shit out of that level. And I love it. It's so cool. And even when you know how to do it, it's tight. It's a tight S-rank time. I love that. Everyone loved it. Everything else was really easy. By the way, welcome to the only visually interesting cyberspace aesthetic in the entire game. They could have made every single stage cool. They could have made every single stage its own little beat, own little deal, and they didn't. They went back to Chemical Plant and Green Hill and Sky Sanctuary. Thank you, Sonic Generations, for being an amazing game and setting that precedent. It's not your fault. I know. It's really not. I'm gonna go this way. I don't know what's over. Oh, I thought that would work a lot better. You can use your momentum to do some crazy nutty shit in this, but I am not particularly great. Oh, I was going the wrong way. Whoopsies. Give me this memory token, please. Thank you. Let's move on. We aren't even in the open area yet. This is technically like the small little boy open area where they don't let you do anything really. They say go to fucking elementary school and color in your pictures, and then, once you get through high school, middle school, and college, then you can start, you know, making some money and living the beautiful capitalist America life that everybody strives for. The corporate slave lifestyle. Yes! Oh my god! I want to go to a company that doesn't value me. I want to go to a company where I'm disposable and my life doesn't matter. Please! I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from, but that's the open zone we're going to. The open zone where my life doesn't matter. No, I do love kind of the open zone style. Also, the fact that they coined a term for this, open zone, that I love that. I love that, and I use that term to describe games that had this style retroactively. Mario Odyssey, kind of an open zone game, bro. Like, kind of an open zone game. It's in the same vein as how the Zelda team tried to coin open air, except mildly less dumb. Because, okay guys, I get it, you updated the game. Fucking relax. Calm down. It is the same idea as like the open zone or open air thing that the fucking Breath of the Wild team tried to do, except it's not stupid. So like, we take those. Can you work? I side-looped all of you. You're the worst. Oh, I have to homing attack them. Well, it is what it is. Welcome to the open zone challenges, man. It is... None of them are hard. I know a lot of people dislike that. They amped the fuck out of them in Update 3 and made them vastly worse, actually. So I don't mind them here. I don't mind them not being particularly difficult. It's obviously not the ideal. We'd want a happy in-between, a happy middle. But it is what it is. And I think this is the lesser of two evils when it comes to what they've done in Update 3. Like, respectfully. They bungled the fuck out of them, bro. They're so bad. Guys, you're really not that special. Like, I know you think you're all that in a bag of chips, but you're not even the fucking bag, bro. Let alone the chips that are inside the bag. Like, respectfully, just get me out of combat. That is one thing I'll say that is vaguely annoying. When you're in combat, you can't access any menus, because they don't want you to just teleport out of combat. I get that. I don't really care. I want to be able to get out of combat if I want to get out of combat. And it does mean that running by enemies will get very annoying as time progresses. And on the note of combat, that's another thing people have been going back and saying is not good. I guess we've always kind of been on that train. The combat in here has never been that deep. It's always been a very surface level, easy system. The parry is really the only thing that I personally am very, very, very against in its current state, where it's infinite and you don't even need to try parrying thing. You can just parry anything you want without any effort. That's the one thing I'm not super in love with. Everything else, I'm fine with the systems in place being very simple. I don't really play Sonic for the combat, and I feel like if you tune it too much in the wrong direction, right, you're gonna get a game that is very, very leaning one way or the other, right? I think this game is still a good mix of platforming and the new combat system without feeling like it's compromising on what Sonic is and what Sonic has done in the past. But if they lean too heavy into the combat, if they make it super, super complex, if they make it like a very, very big, I don't know, part of the game, and like it's hard to explain. If they overcomplicate it, it might start taking away from the platforming and be a little bit of an issue. Now, I don't mind them updating what we currently have. Not at all. Don't get the wrong idea. Like, this is a very, very, very simple combat style. And if they did something more in line with, like, I think, like, a Platinum game, that would be pretty nice, where it's like, you can mash and get through. But there's a lot of cool stuff you can do. Like, you can juggle enemies, you can do all that. I lean in that direction. Simple, yet a little bit more complex. You know, able to get through things without having to use too much thought. Without having it take away from learning the movement and learning how to do the platforming and all that shit. Keep it Sonic while still making it something that's super fun that people can get around. I feel like you can have that happy in between. You can have that very, very happy in between. Also, the dodge here is dog water. I feel like a little bit of a better dodge would have also made things feel more cohesive, feel a little bit better overall, maybe. I don't know if that's just me. Maybe I'm just complaining about nothing. Oh, I forgot about that. That's an update 1 thing. They added more platforming challenges and it made you collect these little cocoa that'll increase your boost meter. That was probably the best update I've ever seen in my whole life. The platforming there was insane. Like, it was so good. And I'm really excited to run through all those because god damn, man, that shit rocks my socks clean off. There's this guy too. What is he, Asura? Ashura? Defeat us? I don't know. I genuinely don't care. The enemies in this game aren't crazy interesting. They are, you know, they're more interesting than forces. They kind of deal with a very similar philosophy where it's still very, like, techno whatever, like, I don't know. Eggman didn't try to design them to be all goofy and shit. They're all very, boring. But they still do have character, and if you look at a Sonic Frontiers character, you can be like, or a Sonic Frontiers enemy, you're like, oh yeah, that's Sonic Frontiers. Rather than, like, if you see a Sonic Forces enemy, you're like, oh yeah, that's Disappointment. You know? Very, very different aesthetic, for sure. But I would like to see a little more goofy enemies in the future, but you also get to have those raw-ass moments because the bosses don't look goofy, they look sick as shit. You know, it's not a Lost World situation where you're just fighting a big fat guy. So, like, I don't know. You win some, you lose some with the goofy enemies, I feel, in my heart of hearts. That's kind of where I'm at with that one. Let's run into the Cyberspace stage. I'm so excited. I know that... I don't know. I think my take on Cyberspace being fun in comparison to other people's take on it being not fun genuinely comes down to just a very different perspective on what makes Sonic games fun and why stages are enjoyable. Because, like, I love running through these, and I think there's a reason they added the arcade mode, because you can get a lot of fun out of just running these stages and getting the S rank. Especially when you get later into the game, especially, Update 3 has some insane Cyberspace stages. That's really where they kind of locked in and figured out, like, oh yeah, we know how to design more linear Sonic stages now. Even if it had its own flaws, its own fumbles, they really did improve a lot over the base game. And, I don't know, I think the resulting experience is really fun. Even in base game, I don't know, okay. The big issue these stages still have is that they're short, right? And that, I get that, I understand that's a big no-no for a lot of Sonic fans. Like, that stage was how long? 40-some seconds? 45 seconds, and I got all the missions done frame one. Like, I get it. I get it. But also at the same time, I feel like the S ranks and the red rings and all of these extra missions that you can find, I think they add a little extra teeny weeny bit of replay value to these stages that helps more than a game like Forces where you would play a stage and you'd be like, great, I'm never touching that again. You know? And I also think because you have this giant open area that still has plenty of platforming challenges for you to experience, the blow of having shorter linear stages is really not that big of a deal. It is significantly less painful than a game where literally all you have is these linear stages. This is the main gameplay style. This is what you're consuming. And it's not ideal. Compared to Cyberspace stages. Thank you for working mouth. Compared to Cyberspace stages being not ideal, but they're also still pretty fun in their own right, because they're these little bite-sized things that give you a little break from this other gameplay style. There's just... They feel more like a break than a disappointment, pretty much is what I'm trying to say. Even with the worst control scheme, technically, even with the slower movement of Sonic, I feel like they still fuck, and they still work, and I still like them a lot, for what they are, and for the brief respite they give you from this kind of overworld gameplay style. By the way, I love this open world gameplay style. It is really, really fun. Something, I don't know what it is, but something about this loop just works for me. Running between high-speed, fast platforming challenges to these shorter, more open platforming challenges that have a lot of, you know, a lot of options in them. Like, I can go through here. Oh, I fucked it up. It's okay. Swing back around. Bam. Beautiful. Why did I... What? What the fuck just happened? There's just a lot of... There's a lot of options. There's a lot of options for what you can do. If you're very, you know, heavily interested in doing the platforming challenges, guess what? You can do the platforming challenges. If you're very heavily interested in doing the combat challenges, whatever, they have those too. You can fight enemies in the open world. There's a lot of bosses. There's just a lot to do and a lot that you don't have to do. And it kind of lets you pick whatever high-speed platforming adventure you want to have. And I really do appreciate that, and I value the just overall style of this gameplay. There are very few moments where the pace gets broken in a way that I think is annoying. And everyone already talks about them, and everyone already fucking hates them. So I don't... but they're so few and far between. There's like one per world, and there's, what, 4 islands that are real? So it's like... What's the issue? I don't know. I don't know. At the end of the day, it's much easier to find things that you hate about a game and talk about those compared to finding things that you love about a game and talk about those. And I am for sure still in that camp. Like, I guarantee you, once I'm done talking about the things I like about this game, how did I fuck that up that bad, bro? Take me back to the orphanage. I don't belong in this household, because there's no reason anybody should love me after that. What was I saying? Oh, okay, yeah. It's very easy to find things that you dislike about a game and talk about those ad nauseum, because when you find something you hate, when you find something that annoys you, that shit sticks with you. It's kind of the same reason that, like, negative things stick in the community's perception more than positive things do. Like, what this game did for the franchise, what this game... Like, all of the things this game did right are completely ignored now, and people are talking about what this game did wrong, and people will be like, yeah, it was a step in the right direction, yeah, whatever, the branding was good, and, you know, they actually gave us a fun game this time, they didn't lie to us, like, overall, things are better, they have a bigger team now, like, this game did great things for the franchise, yet, no one fucking talks about those anymore. The game came out, now people are just talking about what they dislike about it, so I can get fixed for the next game. And I think that's kind of in a similar vein, where people will just talk about what upsets them more than they'll talk about what makes them happy, what they liked about the game. And, I don't know, everyone is kind of the same way. I'm not, like, shitting on people for that, by the way. Like, if you want to talk about what you dislike more, that's fine. People have been doing this forever. This is the fucking gamer cycle. What's up, Squid? You're gonna jump scare me, aren't you? No, you're good. Fuck off, thanks. Boom, Squid! Thank God he didn't do that to me. But yeah, like, it's the gamer cycle. This is how it's always been in gaming, and it's how it always will be, and I genuinely don't expect that to ever change, but, it's just, I don't know. It's an interesting thing to see, because I feel like a lot of people don't realize it, and they don't realize it themselves, and they let themselves get kind of stuck in this cycle of, well, I don't like these things about this game, so I obviously hate it. Like, okay. I got this, this is gonna be coming from a place of straight love. I got this one boy, my fellow Sonic fan, brother in arms, and I've seen him talk about this game a decent amount, because, you know, it's the newest one. Big feelings. He calls this game, like, mid. Like a true mid game.
There's a loneliness here.
True, like, 5 out of 10, maybe lower than that. And that's insane to me. Cause brother plays this game like no tomorrow. Like, he'll mod this game and run back to it and have an amazing time, and he likes the Cyberspace stages, and he likes the stages in Update 3, and he likes a lot of content in this game, and he has played it a lot. He's played it a lot. But he'll, like, talk about all these negative things, and, like, I don't know, the things he's talking about I don't think outweigh the things that he loves about the game, and clearly he loves some shit about the game, because he won't stop fucking playing it. And he'll play, like, all these new mods that pop up, and he'll, like, try all these new cool animation mods, and model mods, and momentum mods and shit. Like, I don't know. I feel like bro's kind of fallen into the trap, where he forgets there are things that I actually like about this game, because it's easier to think about the things I don't like about this game, and the things this game does wrong, and I'm letting that impact the way I see it. Or he just rates things differently than me, which is probably the more accurate perception of that, and we just have wildly different perspectives on games. I don't know. But there are a lot of people that are letting that hate take hold of their heart and say just the most vile things about this game, and I'm not. I mean, that's kind of why we're here. That's why I'm playing this game again. I wanna see if they're full of it or they're full of smart. I don't know where that was going, but you get the idea, right? I remember this. This is update 2 content. Update 1? Update 1 content. Yes. The sidestep in this game fucking sucks, by the way. I don't know what they did wrong, but they never fixed it. This is still awful. Just jump over these. Can I not jump? I guess I can't jump. I guess they saw through my guise, my little idea, my rouge. I thought I could jump. I guess I really can't jump. All right, I guess we're going back to the bottom. All right, we're dealing with the dog shit. Okay. It's really bad, TLDR. I don't, like, they have never been able to fix the sidestep, and they've never been able to design appropriate levels for it. There's so much lag on it. It feels the worst to control that I've ever felt it in a Sonic game outside of fucking I guess it does. It's using the Forces engine. It makes sense that it's gonna feel just as bad as Forces, if not worse. But yeah, they ain't fixed shit yet. They ain't fixed a single goddamn thing. And it's fine. It's fine. I'm not super mad about it, but I would like for it to function. That would be the ideal. Also, no drift. I know people are super sad about that as well. I don't know. I don't feel like this game really needs it. It never gets to a point where I'm like, man, I really wish I had the drift in this scenario. Like, I feel like the drift was designed for very specific scenarios in Sonic games, and then not really much else. And that's fine. I don't really mind that. By the way, welcome to the best part of the fucking game, man. This shit is so relaxing. I know they brought him back for a joke. What are you doing here? Never explained. Doesn't matter. But it's so fun. Biggs fishing in this game was made mindless in the best way possible. You just press it like a little QTE, pull that shit up, watch the animation, and get stuff. I love grinding this mode out. People can say it breaks the game. People can say you don't even have to play the levels. You can just do this. And you know what? That's kind of magic in its own way. If you don't like the levels, the fuck are you playing them for? Just do this. Well, it doesn't force you to play the levels. There's no incentive to play the levels. The incentive is the levels are fun, and they're also a very good way to get, like, a lot of different things as well. Like, this is a really good way to get a lot of things. The levels are also still a pretty good way to get things. It's not... The disparity is there. So, I kind of see the vision, but also... Playing the levels and 100%ing them and getting everything out of them, that's beneficial. That's useful. You get the vault keys, you get whatever. Like, you need to do that. But, like, I don't know. Some people will grind here and be like, no, I don't need to do anything in the overworld. And it's like, yeah, but you didn't have to grind in here. It's easier to grind in here. Yeah, it's easier to break games, too, and just jump through walls, but... I mean, you usually play the fucking game, don't you? I don't know. I feel like... I feel like you're ruining the experience for yourself. Like, maybe, yeah, it shouldn't be as overpowered as it is, I get that, but it's fine, man. It's fine. There would also be no incentive to come here and do this if you could just get it faster and easier and better in the overworld. Like, I don't know. It's a hard thing to balance, but I don't think this balance is bad. I love fucking going out into Bigs Fishing and just sitting here and talking, or, like, sitting in call and doing this shit forever. Like, I get so much out of this. I get so much out of this. Oh, by the way, we can now teleport to the Elder Coco, and I haven't done any of that. I'll do that before we fucking sign off for the day. Before we log off and whatever. But I do need to update Sonic's speed and a little bit of his other stuff and get him up to snuff with the OSHA standards before I send him back out into the workplace, because right now he is a fumbling baby and doesn't know how to do anything properly, so we'll fix him. We'll fix him. Little bro's broken, but we'll cook him into something sublime. Send him into the gym, give him big old muscles, and fix him up. Make his punch something real special. Come on, bite. This will be the last thing I pull. What do I get? What do I get? It better be something beautiful. Oh, it's a little freak fish. Very cool, very cool. Another reason to kind of grind this out, there is a shop here. And I do want to go there and buy some stuff. Trade tokens. You can get these Eggman memos, which is very much, I don't know, it's oriented to... It's like a story thing that I never ended up doing because I didn't give a fuck. Maybe I'll grind it out on stream or something and we can get all the egg memos and I'll listen to them for the first time. But I don't care. I just don't care. I'm getting definitely all the cocoa first, and then I think that's what I'm gonna lock in on. No. Oh my god, wait! Hold on, before we do anything, this was, I need to do this. I need to actually listen for this one. Hold on, guys, give me a second. Your boy gotta cook. Your boy gotta cook. Quite literally. Shh, shut the fuck up. Shh. Fuck, too early? Oh my god, okay, sorry, hold on. I think it's right after, it's like right after, it's to the beat. Okay, this is the Monster Hunter DLC that came out, by the way. So heat. Shh, shh, shh. Shh. When do you do it? Because it's not overcooked, so it's undercooked, so I need to leave it for a little bit longer. Will it show it visually? Hold on. Shh. You need to shut the fuck up. You're the reason I'm messing this up. Stop commenting. Shh, shh, shh. I did it! What the fuck was the music? That didn't help at all. What the fuck was the music for, gang? What was that? Okay, do I have to do it a few more times? We'll do it one more time and see if I get the little DLC bonus. That music is worthless. You gotta wait like a full second after it's done. What the hell? Oh, I still gotta listen, though. It'll turn brown. The music is a piece of shit. That is the worst fucking what? I mean, I guess it's easy, but like, oh my god. Can I get anything from that? I guess I got these new tokens. Let's buy some more cocoa, and it's sold out now. Well, I have to get these and move on. I'm pretty sure I've unlocked it now, the little thingy. I'm gonna return to the island, and hopefully I can put on my little Monster Hunter suit. If not, I don't actually know how to unlock it. I don't think I know. I actually don't think I know how to unlock it. We'll come back to him and grind it on stream or something and do shit. I don't know. I would love just sitting there and doing absolutely nothing playing Big's Fishing Adventure. That would be so good, man. God, that would be so good. All right, let's update my little Sonic a little bit, and then we'll call it an episode. Sorry, I know it's been a long one today. I'm the Coco. I'm gonna upgrade your things. Thank you, gang. Appreciate it. I am not going to upgrade my ring capacity at all for this first island. In fact, I'm not going to do it for a long time, because while it does give you more time to beat the bosses, it is actually pretty bad. I know speed doesn't do much of anything either. Speed is pretty bad because it doesn't actually increase your baseline speed, it increases your climbing speed, which is fucking pointless. But like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Ring capacity is also equally worthless because you don't want to make it. Why do you not want to increase ring capacity? There's some reason for it. I need to remember it. I don't know. Brain is hardy today. Don't listen to anything I'm saying. Oh, because it makes it harder to get to top speed, to get the little boost Sonic thing. So it's more annoying to play the game at a fast pace because you have to max out your rings when they're like 800 trillion. And it's just easier doing it at 400. So throughout base game, having a lower ring count is going to help you out way more than having a higher ring count. The bosses don't even require that high ring count. Anyways, I've upgraded Sonic, so we're going to call it here. But next time we're going to grab the little Chaos Emerald and keep on pushing through. We're getting so close to beating this island, guys.